Hey, what's up guys? I'm here with Ryan from PSR Brokerage. Today we're going to talk about his latest project called Galleria on the Park. We're going to go over the entire project, but before we get into that, I want to ask him a personal question. What made you want to get into real estate?
I've actually been really passionate about real estate since my mid-teens. My mother was a real estate agent. I told her about a new development that's coming up. It's in Thornhill.
Yeah.
She said, go check it out and see what it's about. This was in 2001. I went to the sales center and it was closed and there was 3 people outside the sales center and I'm asking, what are you guys doing here? Like, when is this place open? It was a Wednesday.
Yes.
And they're saying, oh, it's just launching. The first phase is launching for sale. It's actually coincidentally a master plan community.
Yeah.
The first phase is launching for sale on Saturday, so we're here waiting in line. So
wow.
I was like, line?
Wow.
So I ended up calling my mom and telling her, Mom, like, these guys are already waiting in line, and I really want an apartment there.
Yeah.
I had some money saved up. She said, okay, so stay there and we'll figure it out. And I ended up sleeping there for 3 nights, and my mom was 4th in line.
Wow.
And that's how I got into real estate.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Thanks for sharing that. So when investing in pre-construction, it's important that you buy from a reputable builder. A lot of my clients that have purchased from Elad have done extremely well. A lot of them are actually interested in investing here now.
There's really 2 new questions that we have to wrap our minds around. And number 1 is this community zoned?
Yes.
Is this development zone? And number 2, who is the developer? I think understanding who Elad is will contribute into giving people the comfort that they need in order to do business with them. Their level of execution, their level of attention to detail is what separates them from many of their competitors who don't have the same attention to the small details that are involved in development.
Exactly. I remember interviewing Jor back, I think it was 2017. And I learned that for an investor, somebody wants to invest in pre-construction, even just buying a resale condo, buying into a master plan community is going to make you a lot more money, and even for the end user that wants to live there, there's just so much more around. It's more convenient.
That's an incredibly important point that you touched there on, because as an investor, you're looking to earn the best return on your dollars.
Exactly.
For you to be able to do that, you have to do some research. You have to take a deep dive into numbers and understand, how will my investment perform if I am a part of this master plan community versus how will my asset perform if it's a standalone building. We've actually taken that deep dive. We've looked into the numbers, multiple master plan community sites across the GTA, and compare them to other standalone buildings within the same neighborhoods as those master plan communities. The evidence that we found was conclusive. Every single community that we've looked into, we found that if you buy a condo in a master plan community, and at the same time you would buy a condo in a standalone building outside of the master plan community, the master plan community asset will always outperform 100% the standalone building. When you're buying in a standalone building, the neighborhood typically is the neighborhood, whether it's solidified or up and coming, whatever the case may be. When you're buying in a master plan community, there's usually tens and sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars in investment going right into the bottom of your building. In Galleria's case, it's significant retail and a park and community center. All of those amenities, when they come into play, they just take your property value and they drag it right up.
Yes.
And it's almost irrelevant how the general market conditions are. Putting those significant amenities in place have a huge impact on how the asset performs over time. We're looking to launch the first phase, the first building of the community. We're quite excited about it. It's coming in September. Outside of the sales launch, and specifically speaking to the amenities, the intention when the developers were curating this set of amenities is they wanted to encourage interaction between the residents of the building to really create that sense of community. So they've created multiple areas to congregate and to have an opportunity to interact with your neighbors. We have outdoor spaces, outdoor gardens, outdoor sitting areas. We have an outdoor swimming pool, outdoor lounges.
How big is the park?
We'll get into that after. We'll get into that because that's a neighborhood amenity.
Got it.
But as far as the building itself, obviously we have the pools and the lounges. We have fitness facilities. There's playrooms and there's dining rooms. There's even a children's play area. So we've really tried to think of how we could really stimulate interaction amongst the building's residents. That's inside of the building. Outside of the building, Galleria on the Park will be a citywide destination when it's complete. I truly believe that. The community will feature 300,000 square feet of retail.
Wow.
Which, just to give you context, if you're familiar with Galleria Mall, the existing mall today has about 230,000 square feet of retail. So there's more retail coming in than going out. Anchor tenants have already been secured. So it's going to be a great mix of retailers, boutique shops, stores, groceries, pharmacy, restaurants, cafes. Across from the retail, we have an 8-acre park, which is a huge amenity.
Can you play soccer there?
You can play soccer. There's sports fields within there. There's picnic areas. There's shaded areas, play areas for the children. There's an outdoor shinny hockey rink that's connected to the community center, which is kind of that final element of the community.
Yes.
Just under 100,000 square feet, making it one of the largest in the GTA.
What's awesome about this park and everything you guys are doing, and I've seen the complete projects across the street from Fairview Mall there, Don Mills and Shepherd, you also are going to attract end users, not only investors.
Definitely.
A lot of builders just build to attract the investors. I think that investing in a project like this, if you crunch the numbers and you look at how much you could rent out a unit for, it's going to make a lot more sense than buying in downtown Toronto at a higher price per square foot.
Yeah, I think that the proportionate difference between the rent per square foot and the price per square foot make a lot more sense in the secondary markets right around the downtown core where pricing comes in at a much higher value proposition, and rents are still coming in very, very strong, creating a product that overall makes sense also from a monthly carrying cost perspective and from a capital appreciation perspective.
I want to thank you for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Okay. I think it's good that builders actually take the time to set up interviews with agents and stuff like that, and it makes it a lot easier for us to present it to our clients and stuff, right?
That's great.
So if you guys have any questions, just hit me up. I'm gonna leave all my information below, and let me know if you want to invest here. Later, guys.